will do it for the first half. Timberwolves 74, Sacramento Kings 4. Kings down 10. Quite frankly, Kings are being beat at their own game right now. I mean, first off, 74 points in the first half. That is far too many for a Minnesota team coming into Sacramento. Not to mention, Minnesota is 11 for 19 from the three-point line. 11 for 19. They're shooting 65% from the field and fast break points, dominating the Kings in fast break points. So the Kings are going to have to figure out an answer here in the second half. They are just not playing the way that they want to play. Minnesota is being more physical than them. Minnesota is pushing the pace and controlling the pace. Minnesota's fourth in pace in the NBA. We all know the Kings, I think they're second or third, I believe, in pace. So it is a fast-paced game, but the Kings need to get back into this. We can dig a little bit more into the stats. You know, we had a few league changes. The Timberwolves, let's see, their biggest lead was... yeah, that's their biggest lead, 12 points. So anyways, Kings not shooting well from the three-point line. Sabonis started to get in foul trouble, 2 fouls. Hey, I would love to get everybody's thoughts on this because it was so obvious, but it was a really tricky situation because it's so early in the game. Would you have challenged that foul call on Sabonis down low against Gobert where he didn't even touch him? It was in the opening minutes of the first half. So again, Kings down 10. If we look at the box score right now, Kings not really doing as much on the offense end as they should. Sabonis has been a monster as normal, 17 points, 12 for Barnes. Here's a problem. No points for Keegan Murray. Keegan has got to get it going. Keegan's been getting out. He's been getting dominated defensively, just a little bit too physical. The Timberwolves have been for Keegan. De'Aaron only with 9 and Kevin Huerter with 10. So that's a good sign to see Kevin in double digits. So I know a lot of people are commenting on the refereeing and such. You're saying, no, it was not to challenge it. It was a touch foul. Yeah, you know, it's a tricky one, right? Because in a game like this, and you see Gobert, he has 3 fouls already. Is that challenge really, is it worth it? And it really may be as we come down towards the latter minutes in this second half. Somebody saying give Davis some more in the let's see, traveling. Yeah. 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 All right. Timberwolves shoot. Yes, they are. The Timberwolves are shooting the lights out right now. Like I said, they are beating the Kings at their own game. I believe they have made more threes than the Kings have even taken tonight. So if you look at one thing that is a positive, the Kings not shooting the ball well from the three-point line right now. Sabonis still only with 2 fouls. You know, that's going to hopefully turn around here in the second half. I don't see the Kings continuing to shoot as poorly as this, but they need to get better looks from behind the arc. So anyways, going down, bench production for the Kings, really not a ton. Metu came in, gave some good minutes off the bench down low, but you know, the bench, we don't have anybody in double digits. We've only got 4 from Monk. We've got 6 from Metu and 4 from Trey Lyles. So we've got to get the bench more involved here. Another thing that I would like to see, and yes, slow down Nas and Edwards. There is no doubt about that. Nas and Edwards are absolutely killing the Kings right now, killing them. And don't forget about Mike Conley too. How great is he for this Minnesota team? He's got that veteran right? And he is just down low. Whatever he's doing is he's playing so strategic. And Mike Conley is making a difference, even though it's not a ton of points on the board, but what he brings to that team in terms of composure and getting other people looks. Monk is a streaky player. Yes and no. He's just not played great the last couple of games. He did have a bad month of January, but expect him to bounce back. I think they'll pick it up here in the second half. Getting back to Sabonis really quick, I would really love to see Sabonis play more downhill in the second half. Sabonis can take it right at Gobert, as we've seen, and that would be a really, really good way to get Gobert off the floor and get him into further foul trouble. I was a little surprised the Jazz left him, or the Jazz, I still think he's with the Jazz. The T-Wolves left Gobert on the floor with 3 fouls there late in the second half. So if Sabonis can get downhill to the basket, that will make a big difference. And we've seen a couple times Trey Lyles tip in the ball. He's been boxing out well. So all in all, not a very good half from your Sacramento Kings. You can't give up 74 points to the Timberwolves. Very, very reminiscent of one of the games in Minnesota. We talked about it in the pregame. If you let this team start giving them open looks and let them see the 3 ball go through the bucket, they can get really streaky and really hot very, very quick. So, yes, Grant does have the nights off. So, you are stuck with me for the night. So, and trust me, as I said in the pregame, it's not load management for Grant, but Rhino is taking over for tonight and also Monday. May have a little surprise for you on Monday. Here's a question about Holmes and Sabonis together. Yeah, if Holmes was playing, Holmes is actually out tonight with a non-COVID illness. So no chance of that for Holmes. Plot twist. Ryan cancel Grant. No chance. Grant is my man. I'm very lucky to be on this platform with him right now. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. So, all right, second half's going to be coming up here in a few minutes. But before we get to the second half, I definitely want to let you know about Bennett's Kitchen locations in Roseville and Sacramento. New location coming soon to Rockland in the Blue Oaks Town Center. You got to go give it a try. I took my wife to Bennett's for her birthday, and we had just an amazing meal. She had the red fish. I actually had the short rib. And bring your appetite when you go to Bennett's. Everything is just top-notch quality, prime steaks, great seafood, great ambience. Brian Bennett and their team, big Kings fans, big supporters of the show. So go check out Bennett's. Again, locations in Sacramento, Roseville, and soon to come in Rockland. All right, let's start to get some score predictions here. Do you guys see the Kings coming back? What do you see the keys being for a Kings comeback besides the 3 ball, obviously, and slowing down Minnesota on offense and slowing down what they're doing with the 3 ball? So give me your predictions. Yes, we need the threes to fall in. After the first quarter, I think the Kings had only shot like 5 or 6 threes, not like them. Again, Keegan is got 0 points. 0 points. That cannot happen. So look for Keegan to hopefully have a better half. Likely L. I don't know. We'll see if they bounce back. The Kings can go on runs. They're streaky. They're very streaky. It's only going to take one run. They really haven't had that yet this game. All right, we've got Kings 134, 128. Let's see anybody else. We've got 126, 121 T-Wolves. Okay, Amber, here's the problem, Amber. The Kings don't play defense. Like we have to we can't have it as an expectation that they're going to play D. If they pick it up here and there, great. As long as they're not giving up wide open shots, great. But this is not going to be a defensive team. It's not going to be a defensive game. This game is going to be won by scoring, and the Kings with only 64 points in the first half. Think about that. We're saying only 64. That's a lot of points. But you give up 74 to the Timberwolves. Can't happen. So the Kings just need to start making their shots and control the pace of this game. All right, we've got 128, 121 Kings. Remember, if you guess the score right and the Kings win, you get a t-shirt. You get one of these beautiful t-shirts that's over my shoulder. Those will be live on Grant's website, if you don't like that.com, any day. We are this close away, and we'll let you know as soon as those are available. What are the pictures under the Jim Rome poster? I will give you that story in the post game show. I had the pleasure of going on with Jim for about 5 minutes at a station visit here in Sacramento, and yeah, I'll give you a little bit more later on that. All right, we've got the T-Wolves 127 or 129, Kings 121. All right, they're coming in fast and furious. Oh, here we go. Kings 145, T-Wolves 125. And thank you guys all again for joining me tonight on the halftime show. You know what? This is going to be a big game for the Kings. I think that they will turn this around in the second half. We have not seen them go on a big run yet. We have not seen them shoot the ball particularly well from the three-point line. Gobert has 3 fouls. Sabonis is having a very big game. Keegan's not doing anything. So there's so many factors right now that are ripe for the picking for a Kings win if they can capitalize on those. All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Trying my best here without the boss. I know he is watching indeed. Some more predictions. Kings 127. T-Wolves 125. You guys are so great. The chats are coming in fast and furious. Yes, go Kings. Go Kings. Again, at the half, the Kings are down 10, 74 to 64. So really, really appreciate you coming in here at halftime to talk about it. Do you guys think Keegan's going to get going? Do you guys think that there's another X factor off the bench besides the obvious Monk? Shoot him in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's see. 136, 135 Kings. All right. So we're getting a lot more of the 130s and the 135s. All right. It's Jay. Red win for the post game. Nobody will notice. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks. I think Grant might notice if I had a little wig on. I'm not sure about that. That'd be funny. T-Wolves. Got another T-Wolves win here. All right, 126, 116. Thank you. I appreciate it. Trying to hold the fort down while Mr. Napier is out. Overtime prediction. All right, overtime. Let's see. Herter needs to step up. He stepped up a lot more than he has in the past, 10 games. Yeah, he had a good game last game and, had 9 assists in the second game against Oklahoma City, but he's got 10 points tonight. Keegan Murray has 0. So I don't think Kevin's necessarily the issue right now, but, everybody can play better at this point. The physicality, another thing that the Kings need to really, really pick up here in the second half. Physicality is big. The T-Wolves are taking it to the Kings. The Kings are not taking it to them. Fox, yeah. Fox is still warming up. Yeah, no reason not to believe. That's a great point that De'Aaron is still going to bring it and be a huge factor in this game as we get closer to the start of the second half. If Fox makes 3, let's see. Fox makes 3s in the second half, Kings win. Yeah, that goes along with the rest of the team. Fox, Keegan needs to start making them. I've said that name a few too many times in this halftime show. But yeah, I agree with this comment right here. Fourth quarter Fox will show up indeed. So we have no reason to believe that fourth quarter Fox won't be here. But with only 9 points, who knows? He might not get that record tonight. But The record's not what matters, personal record. What matters is the Kings W, going to 12 games over 500, catching pace on Memphis, and going into Monday against the Pelicans with a 6-game winning streak. And we'll see if the Kings can do that. The second half is getting ready to tip off. We're going to have a ton of fun on the post-game show, so please make sure to join me for that. Again, want to remind you that we are brought to you by Bennett's Kitchen, locations in Sacramento, Roseville, and a soon to come location in Rockland. All right, that is it for now. Ryan in Sacktown saying so long. See you in the post game.